How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the TacomaBeast channel, where, as you all know, it's all about the taco. My truck finally made it here all the way from Salt Lake City, Utah. I have not seen it in about a year. It just got off the trailer. And well, today I'm going to show you guys. I have not seen it in a year. We're going to do a walk around, see the status of it, see how it is. We've been really busy with the truck we gave away, along with all the adventures we've gone on. And well, it's time to bring her back to life. Alright, so I have not driven the car since the Jamboree, and that's not this Jamboree's. It was last year's Jamboree where I completely sent it through the rock garden.
We got it.
You guys got me pumped, and I completely regret that I did that because I just destroyed my Tacoma. A lot of things got fixed, but there's a lot of things that we still are kind of troubleshooting and going around trying to get them aligned again. So let me go over and kind of show you guys that first. All right, fellas, we're gonna start from the front and then make our way to the back so we can stay organized. First thing that I noticed was the CB axles had completely, they just started leaking like crazy. Now, I don't know if you guys can see in there, but there's a bunch of oil that's just been spilled. Now, if you guys also take a look at this skid plate, it was really banged up to the point where it completely bent the brackets for the skid plate. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Let me kind of zoom in. So right there and all the way in the back, they were bent to the point where you couldn't even put a socket in here. You couldn't even put a socket in there to kind of get it to that bolt to remove the skid plate. We even tried to cut it. It just got really bad. I've already sent this feedback to kind of CBI so they can add like a reinforcement plate here so that when you send it a little too hard, the skid plate is not bending, right? As you guys can see here, it completely bent this mount right here. It was way worse, to the point where the socket couldn't really go in, and this side was the worst. You guys can see here we tried to cut it, and eventually we were able to bend it to the point where the socket came in and grabbed onto the bolt that was here. Now, because of the cut that we have there, we're not, it's now created even more of a weak point, so I'm eventually gonna have to swap these out and get a new one. Thankfully, CB axles are not leaking anymore. We were able to somewhat fix the skid plate and get it back aligned. Now let's keep going around and seeing what else we had to fix. Now, the only way that we can truly test a product is by sending it and pushing the product to its limit. Now, the skid plate did what it was supposed to do. It protected the undercarriage, but we did find that it has a weak point, right? And it's those mounting points. Now all we got to do is submit that information. Now a reinforcement plate will get added, and the product will become a better product for the future, right? The only way we can test it is if we go full send. There was no shop that could get the truck aligned. They couldn't get the toe straight. They couldn't get it aligned. And, we sent it to State Automotive up in Utah. They slowly started removing all the suspension components. And, after switching out the upper control arm, after switching out the spindles, after switching out everything, they finally managed to get it to be aligned, and I could have not been more happy. Now, because of the misalignment that it had, it completely made the tires get cupped. They're completely gone, guys. These BF Goodrich, is so sad to say, but they are gone. The ride quality on them are horrible, and although you cannot see it on camera, the cupping is just absolutely insane. So thankfully, we were able to fix that alignment issue. Another problem that we had is on one of the trips that we went wheeling, the winch line completely got stuck. That's something that State Automotive also helped out and get it aligned while the truck was at the shop. And that's pretty much it for the front. As far as the sliders go, I am so happy with these sliders and all the banging that they took. There is one area that I want to show you guys that it really took a hit, and it got a hard hit, but other than that area, everything looks good. So there it is, guys, the one spot where the slider just really got hit. One down for the slider, but definitely I think it did what it was supposed to. It just protected the rock panel. Now, one thing that I noticed is the amount of rust that's down here on the exhaust and just the leaf springs everywhere. Man, it's crazy how Salt Lake treats your vehicles up there. Something that we're not used to seeing in Florida or in Texas. So definitely regret having the truck up there for that long. I feel like it just corroded everything. I'm gonna swap out that exhaust for the new Borla one that we did a test on not too long ago. Make sure to check out that video, and then swap out anything that I see that is getting too rusty. Another thing that was extremely bent was the driver's side hanger. This thing was almost bent, I want to say close to 90 degrees. Also cause of the rock garden. Thankfully, we were able to unbend it at the Jamboree with 2 trucks and using a winch. Let's play that video so you guys can take a look at it. So the goal right now is, with this winch, we're gonna try to unbend this. The hanger is just completely bent and I have a 4-hour drive. All right, here we go. Oh wow, it's doing it. It's definitely way better than what it was. It did something. So thankfully, we have this Tacoma that's helping us out. He's gonna make sure that my Tacoma does not keep moving. And we're gonna see if we can bend it that way. All right, let's see what the muscle memory is. So as you guys saw, that was pretty bad. And then for another Jambo hit, the tire carrier bent. I don't know if you guys can see the angle, and also cracked. So there's a big crack right there. And it was mostly my fault, this situation, because I had lost one of the bolts that was here and I decided to go without it. It was just flopping back and forth, and that kind of caused this steel plate to bend. If that 3rd bolt was in there, that would have not been a problem. So that was mostly my bad, my fault. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get a new one of these. And then if we want to take a look at the emergency tire, it's actually back here. And it's not because the tire carrier is broken, but it's because the actual wheel is broken. So another Jambo hit, I completely cracked the wheel. Somehow, I don't know if my PSI was too low, but I cracked the wheel and I found out about it because it was just losing air like crazy. So thankfully, I was able to get a new, these are brand new methods that I'm going to be replacing the emergency tire with. Here we can see also the upper control arm that we switched out. We have goodies that have just kind of been staying behind. This is from SEMA. These are the new Alpha X bulbs for stock headlights. You guys definitely need to check these out. So in case you don't want to be like swapping out, you know, your entire headlight, Alpha X now makes bulbs. Super badass. And as you guys know, Alpha X is an awesome brand that makes awesome products. So that's great quality right there. And then, man, I haven't seen my truck in forever. Let's start taking out some of these things. So I've gone ahead and removed everything that was back there. As you guys can see, this massive tire, somehow they managed to make it fit in there. And it's mostly the truck, it's mostly because the truck was getting shipped and they don't like to have things back there that could potentially get stolen. Now I am a little disappointed because it did kind of ruin the seat. I'm hoping that the heat will, you know, reshape them and they'll go back into place. But as you guys can see, the truck is just absolutely filthy. It's got dirt all over the place. I'm trying to find the culprit because there is a bit of a weird smell that I cannot identify. So guys, one thing that I noticed was we actually did not have to change the Dirtkin uppers. They were good. They did not bend. We did have a box kind of sent to State Automotive to see if it was one of the things that they had to change and fix. But now that I look at it, I was actually wrong. We didn't change it. It's right here, brand new box. It's just crazy to me to know that it's been 1 year since I've driven this truck. You know, Project Great White, the truck we gave away, kind of took all that 1 year time just building that truck, using it, that was the Tacoma that I was using for the majority of the time, and now being able to sit on this truck, I'm gonna say I took it for a quick ride, and that supercharger, man, did I miss that. Ken, one thing that he said was, dude, I wish I had that supercharger. He did take care of it for some time up in Salt Lake City, and he got to enjoy it. He loved it, and I'm so happy that now I'm with the truck. It is a little bit sad to kind of see the truck dirty. I have like my tools, which I don't know what they're doing here, all over the place, just scattered. We have the winch controller just randomly here. Not sure why that's all there. I don't remember if it was me that put it there. I just can't recall. It's time to slowly start cleaning it up and bringing it back to life. Now for the scary moment. So my truck has been to Las Vegas without me. Well, I was there for SEMA with the truck. And then from there, I gave it to my friend Bobby, who was gonna work on a 3-link kit to kind of start selling. That kind of fell through. From there, we shipped the truck to Salt Lake, and then it kind of lived in Salt Lake for the rest of the time. But it's just been jumping between hands, you know, trailers, transporters, and all my tools are back there. So right now I'm gonna go ahead, open up, show you guys my setup. It's been a while since I've used it or organized it, and I just hope that everything is back there. So I did have this protecting the fridge from potentially getting stolen, right? And the tailgate was always locked, but you know, the keys to the truck can for sure open this. So, moment of truth. Toolbox is here. Is it heavy? Oh yes it is. That's awesome. Toolbox, our old latch, I do remember putting that there. PB blaster, cables, and then yes, we have our in-deflate. Everything seems to be good on this side. Let's check this other side over here. This is where I have my, yes, this was what I was worried about. Yes, he's alive too. That is awesome. Recovery straps, additional socket set. Good. Man, this is messy back here. And then one last check. Let's just make sure that's stuck in there. Everything's in here. Alright. Let's open this bad boy. And we're good. We're good, guys. Alright, guys, moment of truth. Let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Actually great. Oh, I think Ken might have thrown one of these in here. That is awesome. Oh my gosh. Hell yeah, guys. Success. Oh, that one did smell a little weird, but it's clean overall. Guys, overall, I'm just extremely happy to be back with my truck. I cannot wait to clean it. I cannot wait to make it mine again. I definitely have to start restructuring everything back there. As you guys saw, it's a mess. I have things that I don't need. I have things that I do need, but I just have to relocate them. Now I'm gonna go around and let you guys know all the future upgrades that I'm gonna be doing to the truck. Definitely gonna be going through an overhaul, and I cannot wait for you guys to see all the upgrades that it's gonna get. It's gonna get wild. So on the front, we're gonna be upgrading our headlights. We're gonna go with the exclusive Alpha X headlights that we have on our website. We are going to upgrade the grill to the new light bar grill. It outlines this section right here with an LED bar that's just insane how bright it is. A lot of haters are pointing out that it looks like a Chevy logo. Guys, all we did was outline what was already there. So it looks really, really nice. I love it. You can choose between white or amber. I don't know what to go with yet. Tires, obviously, I've been waiting for the truck to be aligned before I switch to the tires. That's definitely a must. And then, I don't know, guys, I was thinking of going with a long travel kit on this one. I already have I'm building myself a race truck, so I don't want to make this a fast vehicle. I kind of want to keep it overlandy for adventures and whatnot. And then for the back, I'm just over the open bed rack. It just gets filthy back there, so I'm going to do a closed topper. I don't want to go with a full camper. I really don't like that setup. I think full campers look like someone's going to open the door and sell you hot dogs. I just cannot stand that look. So I want to do a closed topper and then a flip up tent, something quick, something that I can set up and set down fairly fast. This one is awesome. I love how it looks, but it's for, you know, kind of more of a, you're staying in one location for a couple days rather than let's keep going, which is more of my style of camping. Now, as you guys saw, the exhaust down there was rusted, so I am going to be upgrading to the Borla exhaust that we tested out when we were doing Project Great White. We did the top 3 exhausts for your Tacoma. I was able to keep one of them, and that was the Borla. It was the best sounding exhaust out there. I am a little sad because I am going to have to cut the tip just so that I can have that clearance, but I cannot wait for that sound. I'm also looking to get the truck wrapped in this sort of black texture color that Lucid Wrap showed me. I absolutely love how it looks. So that's also going to happen. But the most important upgrade of them all is going to be going to portal axles. That's the next big thing, guys. I've been doing some research on it, and I absolutely love the capability of the portal axles. And it's just going to up our wheeling game to the next level. I cannot wait to see the trails that I'm going to be able to go on. And I cannot wait to show you and learn by your side what those things can do. If you guys enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to head on over to TacomaBeast.com. We have new merch out. If you guys like what you see and want to support us, make sure to check that out. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.